So that was just a hallway pull aside. She's been on the record plenty of times talking about her open support.
We have faith that no matter where we travel, we will meet friendly people among our many new acquaintances. Be careful what you hashtag if you want people to remember you by it. Harris Faulkner, a famous and esteemed journalist, has chosen to end her employment at Fox News after almost 20 years there. Her performances on Outnumbered and The Faulkner Focus, for which she is most known, had an indelible effect on the show and its viewers. With his resignation, Harris brings an end to an era as the final original host of Outnumbered. Why did Harris Faulkner decide to quit her long-standing position at Fox News? Could her strong religion and military background influence her decision about her future profession? In this article, we will examine how Harris Faulkner continues to wow viewers after leaving Fox News. Growing up in a military family. Being a military brat, a phrase used fondly for children of military personnel, had a major impact on Harris Faulkner's early years. Harris grew up in a strict military environment from his birth on October 13, 1965, at Fort McPherson in Atlanta, Georgia. Colonel Bobby R. Harris, her father, flew combat missions 3 times over in the Vietnam War and earned many decorations for his valiant service. Harris's upbringing was influenced by her family's circumstances, which also set the stage for her future achievements. The life of Harris was filled with constant upheaval while he was growing up. Growing up in a military family that relocated often from Stuttgart, Germany, to several locations in the U.S. instilled in her the need to be flexible and adaptable. With every new place she went, she made new friends and faced new obstacles. But she also became stronger, a source of stability in the chaos. Her mother was an integral part of her adventure. The purple box her mom would always bring for our family moves was a treasured ritual. Remembering that the home's spirit was consistent despite the repeated changes of landscape, this box, packed with treasured belongings like Jenny Bear, became a symbol of comfort and continuity for Harris. Harris had an innate capacity for resilience and adaptation as a result of her childhood, which was marked by repeated moves. The stories her father told her about his courage and sacrifice were more than just war stories. They were lessons in honesty and perseverance. The lessons of faith, tenacity, and patriotism that she learned from Colonel Harris were invaluable. Harris incorporated these lessons into her character, which allowed her to gracefully and determinedly handle personal hardships as well as the fast-paced world of media. Even after she learned resilience from her father, he had an impact on her life. Additionally, he stressed the need to recognize the worth of each individual. One of Harris's distinguishing characteristics throughout her career is the ability she honed to make real relationships with people. According to Colonel Harris, the most effective leaders are those who have an intimate understanding of their subordinates as persons, complete with their own set of strengths and weaknesses. The way Harris approached her personal and professional interactions was greatly impacted by this viewpoint. Harris has fully accepted these ideas in her own life. Her dedication and flexibility have been on full display throughout her time as a newscaster and broadcaster at Fox News since 2005. She rose to prominence as a recognized journalist after hosting hit series including Outnumbered and The Faulkner Focus and co-hosting the prime-time political franchise Town Hall America with Harris Faulkner. 6 Emmy Awards have been bestowed to her for her outstanding performance in the industry. Not everything went well for Harris. She found solace in her unfaltering faith as she overcame early professional obstacles in the turbulent field of journalism. In what ways will her background in the military affect her marriage and her life outside of it? We will discover. An intimate look at the non-conformist's personal life. Harris Faulkner's first forays into the media industry were somewhat small. Harris got her start writing for LA Weekly as a freelance business writer, taking home $50 apiece. However, her aspirations were evident right away. She got her start in the field as a reporter at WNCT-TV in Greenville, North Carolina, after interning at KCOP TV in Los Angeles, from Greenville to Kansas City, where she became an evening anchor for WDF-TV, and then to Minneapolis-St. Paul. This shift set the stage for a succession of others that would impact her career. Harris had a multifaceted transformation during her stay in Minneapolis. The two of them met, and she went on to win her first Emmy for Best Local Anchor. They later married Tony Berlin. Experienced newscaster Berlin of WCCO-TV has a remarkable background in the media, having worked as a producer and reporter for many networks. They started dating in 2001 after an instant connection. Their marriage in April 2003 was the beginning of a long and fruitful union. Berlin has had an equally impressive career trajectory as Harris. He became well known in the media industry after earning a master's degree in public policy and journalism from American University and a bachelor's degree in political science from Occidental College. He began his career in television news at stations in many states around the United States, including Ohio, Virginia, and Georgia, before leaving the industry to found Berlin Media Relations, a public relations agency. Despite his continued success in his role as president and chief executive officer of the firm, Berlin has never lost sight of the importance of his family. Cindy and Carolina. Harris and Berlin's kids are often featured in their social media postings, providing followers with a view into their family life. A sense of normality, grounded on their Christian faith, is maintained by the pair despite their public personas. The key to juggling Harris's rigorous professional and personal life, which she attributes to her close connection with God, is prayer, which she often discusses. She emphasized the importance of spirituality in her household by sharing that she prays every day, first thing in the morning and last thing at night. Harris has plenty to be proud of in her career, but she is also deeply committed to mentoring youth and advocating for issues that matter to her, such as those that help military families and foster children. Because of her heightened awareness of the difficulties endured by military families as a result of her father's service in Vietnam, she is a staunch advocate for the Vietnam Veterans Association. Harris goes above and above in her charitable work by spending time mentoring teens, particularly those from the African American community, with the hope of influencing their leadership abilities. Harris became one of Fox News' most recognizable stars after starting her career there in 2005. Throughout her career as a journalist, she has consistently shown her exceptional narrative abilities. Her credits include Fox Report Weekend, Outnumbered, and The Faulkner Focus. Her meteoric climb to stardom has been characterized by modesty and poise in the face of adversity, as well as by her professional accomplishments. Tony Berlin, Harris's husband, is pivotal to her story since he provides a rock-solid base for their marriage and their family life. Berlin's background in media relations and experience as a news presenter make him an ideal match for Harris's dynamic universe. Their dedication to their families and journalistic backgrounds create a close link that persists even after all this time has passed. Tony Berlin and Harris Faulkner have created a life together that combines their profound religion, strong family values, and prosperous jobs. They stay true to the values that have shaped their life, whether they're on stage or spending time with their girls at home. Many people find inspiration in their narrative, which demonstrates the transformative power of love, perseverance, and faith. Getting around the American TV scene wasn't easy, even with Tony Berlin as a lovely and encouraging companion. And how was it that she managed to stay alive? We will discover. Early career challenges and faith. The emergence of Harris Faulkner as a journalist is an inspiring tale of overcoming adversity with passion and determination. She graduated from UC Santa Barbara with a degree in mass communications and immediately began a career that would garner national attention. She started out at local newsrooms, where her relentless passion and incisive reporting made her stand out. Her time as a nightly anchor at Kansas City's WDF-TV had a formative role in her early career. The foundation for her future achievements was laid here, as she was respected and honored for her ability and perseverance. Harris overcame insurmountable obstacles that tested her mettle despite her rising star status. The most difficult thing for her was to juggle her personal goals with her hard profession. Harris overcame the mental and physical challenges of raising a baby later in life as her career took off, thanks to her husband, Tony Berlin. The choice to wait until Harris was over 40 years old to start trying for a family was fraught with difficulties in and of itself. Harris has been open about the challenges of juggling work and parenthood, illuminating the particular stresses she endured. Harris relied significantly on her religion throughout these challenges. Fearing about her job as a result of having a family, she took comfort in the idea that someone greater was directing her. Frequently, she thinks back on a watershed moment when she accepted motherhood as a heavenly calling rather than a burden, and all her concerns about her career and family fell to the wayside. First, there was the issue of how to explain my profession. After this, where does my career go? The fact that God has entrusted her with a fresh heavenly mission makes everything else irrelevant, she said. She was able to keep her personal and professional lives in harmony because of her unfaltering faith. Harris was able to succeed in her roles as a mother and a journalist because she was persistent and believed in a greater purpose. She rose to a high position at Fox News because to her ability and perseverance. Her narrative of faith and perseverance continues to inspire many. The early success that Harris Faulkner had in local reporting is another hallmark of her career. Harris left her imprint in Greenville, North Carolina, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Kansas City, where she was first known as Disaster Girl for her courageous reporting of critical news events. Multiple Emmys were bestowed on her for her courageous reporting, especially in circumstances with high stakes. She achieved fame after reporting on the case of 18-year-old Natalie Holloway's disappearance in Aruba. Fox News and Sean Hannity took notice of Harris when she reported extensively on the issue, including interviews with relatives who lived in the area. Harris's wonderful reporting abilities and her work on the Holloway case helped her gain a job at Fox News in 2005. Despite her original involvement in the entertainment program A Current Affair, she quickly found herself standing in for Shepard Smith after beginning her career as a freelance breaking news anchor. She began a new and important phase of her career with this chance. Harris has maintained her status as a major player at Fox News for the last 15 years. She has been a prominent figure in reporting important events including the 2016 and 2020 presidential conventions, the COVID-19 issue, and the racial justice marches after the death of George Floyd. She hosts 2 midday news shows, The Faulkner Focus and Outnumbered. She conducted many town halls throughout the epidemic from a studio in her New Jersey home, drawing in millions of spectators. With the debut of Outnumbered Overtime in 2017, Harris became the first black woman to headline a cable news program. Even though the network has had several problems recently, including Roger Ailes' resignation as founding chairman, Harris does not deny that CEO Suzanne Scott has made some good adjustments. She is an exemplary character in the field of media, since her professional path demonstrates her capacity to conquer challenges and achieve outstanding accomplishments. Rising through the ranks at Fox News. In 2005, Harris Faulkner made a significant step forward in her career when she became a member of the Fox News team. As soon as she entered the newsroom, it was immediately apparent that she was destined to achieve success inside the network. Her early career consisted of working as a reporter, yet her talent, charm, and self-assurance quickly catapulted her into jobs that were more significant from the beginning. Within a short period of time, Harris established herself as one of the most prominent celebrities on the network by hosting high-profile shows and becoming a well-known face on the channel. There is no other word to describe how spectacular her climb was at Fox News. Harris has shown her flexibility as a reporter and anchor by taking on a variety of positions to demonstrate her adaptability. The more responsibility she took on, the more influence she gained. In the highly competitive world of cable news, she stood out due to her ability to handle breaking news with professionalism and elegance, even when she was under a great deal of pressure. As a result of this momentum, she ultimately became the co-creator and host of Outnumbered, a program that was both daring and inventive, unlike the conventional panel discussions that were previously prevalent. The concept, which consisted of 4 female presenters and a male guest who rotated through the show, created lively and spontaneous exchanges, which resulted in the audience being devoted to the show. Harris's on-screen personality was not the only thing that set her different. The manner in which her ideals connected with the core audience of the network was also a significant factor. Given that she was the daughter of a lieutenant colonel, It was only inevitable that her deeply ingrained patriotism and strong religion would coincide with the conservative philosophy of Fox News. Her childhood was a topic that she often pondered on, and she shared how her father's passion for the nation and her own conviction in the significance of religion served as a guiding force in both her personal and professional life. Her position inside the network was firmly established as a result of her link to Fox's purpose, which made her an ideal candidate. Harris's career reached new heights when she started presenting the Faulkner Focus. In this role, she established herself as the main attraction by conducting in-depth interviews and debates that were very controversial. As a result of her keen interviewing abilities and intelligent commentary, she was able to approach difficult problems with clarity, which made her one of the most trusted voices at Fox. Due to the fact that viewers were attracted to her sincerity and passion, her presence became crucial to the network as her programs gained popularity. Harris Faulkner became a symbol of resiliency and professionalism at Fox News as a result of her hard work and steadfast devotion to her craft. She progressed through the ranks at Fox News. The success of the Fox News program Outnumbered has established itself as a mainstay of daytime television because, 2, the distinctive structure of the show and the interesting conversations that it features. It is Harris Faulkner, the last original panelist who has become an important character in the programming of the network, who is the driving force behind the success of this production. The beginning of Harris's adventure on Outnumbered, which started with the show's debut with a gender-focused approach and featured 4 women and a male guest debating current topics, was the beginning of his journey. As the program progressed over time, it expanded its focus beyond gender divides to include larger cultural and political concerns. As a result, it transformed into a dynamic platform where a variety of viewpoints collide and find common ground. One of the most important contributors to this transition has been Harris, who has been instrumental in guiding the program away from its initial premise and toward a more full structure that addresses both breaking news and heated disputes. Following its transition from a quasi-news program to a hybrid show that can switch between providing cultural commentary and live news coverage, Outnumbered has evolved into a hybrid show. Having such variety, in addition to the camaraderie that exists between the co-hosts, has been essential to the show's success. Before delving into more in-depth arguments on Outnumbered, Harris, who also serves as the anchor for the Faulkner emphasis, performs a dual function in establishing the tone for the topics that will be discussed throughout the day. He does this by prepping the audience with intense news. Jay Wallace, the president of Fox News, has acknowledged Harris's continued development at the network, highlighting the ways in which she has developed into a dynamic talent. Outnumbered is a formidable force in the realm of daytime television because of her ability to strike a balance between reporting on news and material that is driven by opinions. This combination of genres enables the program to engage viewers with a broad variety of topics, ranging from political events to cultural debates and everything in between. In spite of the fact that it is competing with The View on ABC, Outnumbered maintains its own with good ratings, especially among the audience that is traditionally loyal to Fox News, a rarity in today's divided media world. The program's popularity comes in its ability to confront tough themes head-on while maintaining a polite debate. This skill is what makes the show so appealing. The role that Harris plays as the anchor of these talks is very important, since she maintains composure and clarity while navigating difficult topics, ensuring that viewers are educated and interested. Outnumbered has had a considerable growth in viewing since its debut in 2014, which is a reflection of the show's success, which is reflected in its ratings. Indicative of the show's relevancy and the deep relationship it has created with its viewers, its increase is a clear indication of both of those things. Harris has maintained its position at the vanguard of cable news programming because to its forward-thinking leadership and its willingness to take chances with its content. Additionally, the tale that Harris tells on Outnumbered is not just about the development of the program, but also about her own personal experience. She is the first black woman to ever anchor back-to-back shows on cable news, and she has shattered boundaries and inspired many people with her tenacity and faith. The success she has achieved is a direct result of her unwavering commitment and her capacity to adjust to the dynamic nature of the television news industry. There is a continued success of Outnumbered, not only due to the style of the show, but also because of the powerful personalities who are the driving force behind the conversations. Together with the other two hosts, Emily Campagno and Kaylee McEnany, Harris presents a variety of opinions that are able to relate to a large number of people. The capacity of the program to combine coverage of current events with examinations of cultural issues distinguishes it from its rivals and makes it an essential viewing experience for those who are looking for informed analysis. Exploring personal projects. In her distinguished career, Harris's resignation from Fox News represented a big turning moment that signified a significant turning point. After many years of anchoring and reporting for television news, she took the courageous decision to leave the routine of working in the television news industry. A number of people were taken aback by her departure, but others who were acquainted with her path saw it as a logical step, one that was motivated by a desire to connect with initiatives that were more important and personal. The reason why Harris made this choice was not just to move on from a successful profession. Rather, it was to discover a more profound sense of satisfaction in tales that connected with her on a fundamental level. Footsteps of My Father, her most recent series, is one of the tales that she has written. This profoundly personal effort is a memorial to her late father, Lieutenant Colonel Bobby Harris, who served in the Vietnam War with the United States Army. Harris explores not just the physical geographies where her father served in Vietnam, but also the emotional topography of his experiences during the course of this series. With this series, Harris retraces the footsteps of her father in Vietnam. This project is centered on the legacy of her father, and she has discovered a means to pay tribute to the one who was instrumental in shaping her perspective of the world via it. Over the course of her trip in Vietnam, during which she carried the flag of her father's burial in her rucksack, Harris had a number of profound moments of introspection and devotion. Not only is she able to relate his narrative via this documentary, but she is also able to reflect on the larger meaning of military duty, sacrifice, and patriotism. Through the course of the series, Harris delves into the complexity of the Vietnam War, a war that had a significant role in shaping a generation and dividing the United States. During his 2 tours of service as an Army combat pilot, her father defended a country that was struggling with its own ethnic conflicts while also battling communism in other countries. The way in which Harris depicts these occurrences adds depth to the story and makes it very evident that her father's commitment to his nation was unshakable. The episode offers viewers a more in-depth comprehension of the fight by providing a nuanced look at the war via the words of warriors, historians, and family members. This is in spite of the difficulties he encountered both at home and on the battlefield. A revitalized feeling of purpose has been bestowed to Harris as a result of her work on Footsteps of My Father. Her ability to connect with viewers on a deeper personal level, going much beyond the constraints of a news program, is shown by the fact that she is recounting the tale of her father. It is a voyage that has also provided her with the opportunity to contemplate her own beliefs, family, and values, as well as the significance of leading a life that has a purpose. The fact that she will be losing her father on Christmas Day in the year 2020 has only served to strengthen her dedication to this initiative. She views it as a way to pay tribute to his legacy and make certain that his tale will continue to inspire many individuals. However, Harris's narrative does not end with the legacy that her father left behind. Additionally, she has returned to the genre of true crime, which is a sector that she is acquainted with due to her years of experience working as a journalist. In her most recent endeavor, she revisits the horrific tale of Lisa McVeigh, a young woman who endured a multitude of misfortunes and was held captive by a cruel individual. There is no other word to describe the tremendous bravery and perseverance that McVeigh displayed in order to assist police in capturing her abductor. This series, which emphasizes the resiliency of survivors and the significance of justice, is given further depth by Harris's expertise in reporting on genuine crimes. As Harris looks to the future, she sees that her career in the media is ripe with opportunities. Rumors are rife, despite the fact that specifics on her subsequent actions are being kept under wraps. A lot of people think that she would try to get a job in writing or public speaking, both of which are professions in which her broad expertise and reputation might potentially open up new chances. The fact that Harris is not happy to merely rest on her laurels is something that is abundantly obvious. The real desire to discover, create, and inspire is what drives her to do what she does. Harris has been able to explore a new form of storytelling since he left Fox News. This kind of storytelling allows for deeper depth and personal introspection, which is something that Harris enjoyed doing. The transition from reporting the day's news to sharing the experiences that have affected her own life is a more natural progression in her work. This move indicates a natural growth in her career. This new phase is being embraced with excitement and elegance by Harris, who has a keen mind, profound beliefs, and unrelenting commitment. Faith has been a guiding force for Harris throughout her whole career, assisting her in navigating both the successes and the problems that she has encountered. It is her religion that continues to play a significant part in determining the choices that she makes, therefore giving her a sense of equilibrium and perspective as she begins on this new path. The fact that she wants to concentrate on endeavors that are in accordance with her spiritual principles demonstrates that she is dedicated to being authentic to who she is, even while she navigates the unpredictability of a new road. Faith-driven career decisions. It was more than just a job change for Harris Faulkner when he left Fox News. Her steadfast faith had a significant role in her very personal decision. Harris has always been open about the spiritual path that helped her navigate the highs and lows of life, adding to her reputation for calm and professionalism on screen. Still, she displayed more than just career aspirations in her daring departure from the network. Faith had been Harris's guiding light throughout her career, illuminating dark spots and giving her the will to persevere through tough circumstances. Her mother's death in 2016 and her father's death in 2020 were heartbreaking blows, but she found solace in prayer and religion. She often recounted the ways in which prayer helped her endure the anguish and how God restored her throughout those terrible times. She was able to continue and find meaning outside of the newsroom because of the spiritual basis she had. Harris recounts remarkable events that demonstrate the life-altering potential of prayer in her most recent book, Faith Still Moves Mountains, Remarkable Tales of the Healing Power of Prayer. Readers who found comfort in her words helped propel the book to bestseller status. The tale is interwoven with Harris's own experiences of grief and recovery, providing insight into the ways in which her religion has influenced her life. The tales in the book show how prayer may be a powerful weapon in a spiritual battle, especially in a society where individuals feel like they're being pushed to their limits so regularly. She left the monotony of news reporting and wrote a book as a result of her faith-driven journey. Harris was compelled to reevaluate her priorities and devote her time and energy to endeavors that were in harmony with her spiritual and personal principles as she was guided to a new heavenly mission. She wasn't planning to give up acting altogether. Rather, she was seeking for parts that would give her tales more nuance and complexity. An important initiative that showcased this transformation was her participation in a true crime documentary series. Harris demonstrated her talent for empathizing with and sensitively reporting the experiences of survivors of unspeakable tragedies in this series. For Harris, this was about more than simply doing a performance. It was about using her celebrity to speak out for victims of trauma. The tales were handled with the utmost care and reverence since her religion guided her approach to them. It wasn't an easy decision for Harris to quit Fox News and concentrate on personal, emotionally charged endeavors. It demonstrated her deep desire to impact people's lives via moving storytelling. From the tales she tells to the way she goes about her everyday life, her religion influences everything she does, not just her private beliefs. Faith remains a guiding light for Harris as she embarks on this next chapter of her life, assisting her in navigating the uncertainties that accompany the transition. The end of her time at Fox marks the beginning of new possibilities, enabling her to form deeper connections with others. But it also closes a chapter in her life. She is embracing new opportunities that align with her genuine purpose by having faith in a greater design. Another starts when one chapter ends. Harris's departure from Fox News, motivated by her religion, ushers in uncharted realms where her love of storytelling might flourish in novel ways. Where will this lead her? We will discover. Looking ahead, new ventures and opportunities. Harris is leaving her long-standing position at Fox News and into a future full of incredible prospects. The end of one chapter and the beginning of a new one, brimming with artistic possibility and individual satisfaction, are both signified by her departure. Embracing tasks that are truly important and match her ideals, Harris is embarking on a new chapter of her path. Footsteps of My Father, a documentary that explores her father's military duty in Vietnam, is one such initiative that has emotionally affected her. In her reflection on this personal effort, Harris said that following in her father's footsteps throughout the battlefield was an emotionally taxing and often overwhelming experience. By creating this documentary, she has managed to pay tribute to her father's work while also forging a closer connection with viewers. She is able to pursue narrative in a way that really resonates with her, marking a change from the conventional norms of news reporting. Still, this is only the first chapter in Footsteps of My Father. Harris is sure to have plenty of chances to continue sharing her wisdom and experiences with a broad audience in the years to come. Her talent for captivating readers has been proven time and time again as a best-selling author. The unconventional outlook on life that she developed as a child of military parents is captured in her book, 9 Rules of Engagement, A Military Brat's Guide to Success in Life and Career. Sharing insights and counsel gleaned from her personal experiences, she hopes to motivate readers with this book. It would not be shocking if she persisted in this direction. Maybe penning other novels that explore her life's journey or provide insightful criticism of society at large. Speaking in front of an audience is another potential career path. Harris feels at home on stage because of her charisma and the power of her words. She has the ability to reach people outside of the newsroom by expressing her thoughts on religion, family, and current affairs. As a speaker, she could connect with audiences of all kinds, inspiring them with her uplifting and thought-provoking words. Additionally, Harris now has the opportunity to work on new initiatives that may not have been suitable for the journalism industry before this shift. Her work, which shows an interest in real crime reporting, suggests that she wants to delve into emotive, complicated human situations. The tales that Faulkner tells, whether in her writing, films, or speeches, are important not just to her but to everyone. Even though Harris has left Fox News, a major chapter in her career has come to a close. She is obviously not done creating an impression. She is resilient and loves doing important work, which shows in her capacity to change direction and take on new challenges. Her dedication to independent work and narrative guarantees that her impact will only increase as she enters this new age. Although viewers may miss her daily appearances, they can anticipate watching her develop into a vibrant artist and communicator. I appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe for more engaging material. Like the video, and comment positively if you like it. Press the play button on the video that's now playing on your screen to see another entertaining video.